Title: My son's birthday wish leaves me completely speechless. Safe family story. It was a bright spring morning in Austin, Texas, when I realized my son Daniel was about to turn 12 years old. 4 days, he had been buzzing with excitement, not about gifts or parties, but something deeper, something that puzzled me as his mother. I, Amanda Collins, had been planning his birthday celebration for weeks, wanting to make it a memorable milestone in his young life. Little did I know, his wish would leave me completely speechless. Daniel had always been a thoughtful child, far more mature for his age than many of his classmates. He had a way of reading emotions, sensing when someone was sad or stressed, and somehow, he always managed to say the right thing. As a single mother raising him, I often wondered if he had grown up faster because of our circumstances. His father and I had separated years ago, and though Daniel visited him on weekends, most of the time it was just the two of us navigating life together. On the morning of his birthday, I woke up early, baked a chocolate cake, his favorite, and decorated the living room with balloons and streamers. I wrapped up a few presents, a new soccer ball, some books, and a sketchpad since he had recently discovered a love for drawing. But I still couldn't shake the feeling that something was different this year. When Daniel finally came downstairs, his eyes widened at the decorations. "Mom, this is amazing," he exclaimed, hugging me tightly. That hug was worth more than anything else in the world. We had breakfast together, laughing as he insisted on having ice cream alongside his pancakes because it's my birthday and birthdays have no rules. Later in the day, family friends came over, our neighbors, the Garcia family, and my best friend Linda with her kids. The house was filled with laughter, games, and music. We sang happy birthday, and Daniel blew out the candles on his cake with his usual charm. But when it was time for gifts, he did something unexpected. Instead of tearing open the wrapping paper, Daniel asked, "Mom, can I tell you my birthday wish first?" The room grew quiet as everyone looked at him. I smiled, expecting something like a new video game or maybe a puppy. But his words stopped me cold. "I don't want more toys or things," he said softly, his eyes shining. "What I really wish is that we spend more time together. I know you work really hard, Mom, and I love that you take care of me. But sometimes I just miss you. So my wish is for more time with you." The room fell silent. Even the children seemed to pause. My heart swelled and broke at the same time. Here was a 12-year-old boy who could have wished for anything in the world, and all he wanted was time with his mother. I knelt down, hugging him as tears filled my eyes. "Daniel, you already have all of me. But you're right, I do work a lot. I promise, from now on, we'll make more time for each other." The guests clapped, and Linda gave me a knowing look. She had often told me to slow down and cherish these years. That day, my son taught me the most powerful lesson: no material gift could ever replace love and presence. From that birthday on, things began to change in our home. I rearranged my schedule, cutting back on overtime, and instead of rushing through evenings, we started cooking dinner together. Daniel taught me how to kick a soccer ball properly in the park, and I taught him old family recipes. We had movie nights on Fridays, sometimes staying up too late laughing at silly comedies. One evening, while we were painting together in his sketchpad, Daniel looked at me and said, "This is the best birthday gift ever, Mom. You kept your promise." His words stayed with me. As parents, we often think about providing for our children in financial or material ways, but sometimes, the greatest gift is simply time, love, and undivided attention. Years later, when Daniel graduated high school, I thought back to that birthday wish. By then, he had grown into a kind, responsible, and talented young man. He stood on stage giving his speech as class president, and in his words, I heard echoes of the little boy who once asked me for the simplest yet most profound gift of all. As he walked down the aisle to receive his diploma, I couldn't help but feel grateful. That birthday had been a turning point, not just for him, but for me as a mother. His wish had changed the way I lived my life, and it left me completely speechless every time I thought about it. And so, whenever people ask me what the greatest gift I've ever given my son was, I don't say the toys, the books, or even the adventures we've shared. I say, the gift of time. Because that's all he ever really wanted.